Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming FTL. My name is Josh and this is Sandstorm by Daniel Linson and a couple of other people. Here are the credits. Decorian is your guy on Twitter. Yes, this is a game about a pilgrimage and being lost in the desert in a sandstorm. It is particularly disorienting, partly because of the way the camera moves, partly because there is a kind of monochrome colour palette which stops you from doing a lot, honestly. And like, the camel in this game is a douche. He's like, I don't have to stay attached to your cart. I'm just gonna do what I want. And the problem is, you can only make progress. That bar at the bottom only appears when you have an animal attached to your cart. There are other animals. There's a sand shark, which is pretty cool, and an invisible fox, which I don't know, that's not great. You can only track it by its footsteps, and if it stops moving, it disappears, which is useful. And the general story is here that you are some kind of mysterious pilgrim trying to get to Mount Distant, and every now and again you find pages on the floor that you leave for yourself, and you will see here that my camel's wandered off again, and normally he's harder to find than this. Normally I have to use the sticks in the top left to kind of forge my way through the desert and blindings. Oh, I have lost something else though. If you see in the top right in the middle, I've lost my compass. Fortunately I haven't lost anything else. And there it is. Wow. Oh yeah, that's how you just press A to put stuff down. And it reminds me of a game called Whiteout, which I believe was a game jam game, in which you were lost in the white tundra of either the Arctic or the Antarctic as an explorer, and you had these sticks which you could put down and collect again to kind of go off into the distant fog and be able to find your way back again, because there was a kind of fire in the middle. Obviously you don't really need a fire in the desert, but it was a kind of survival concept to keep your core temperature up and be able to explore as far out into the tundra as possible for as long as possible. And it kind of takes that into a slightly more narrative, like, it constructs it into a narrative arc of you crossing this desert instead of, you know, just finding things or looking for things, cool things in the desert. Right, you need to stop wandering off. Stop complaining. Don't know why I can't just ride you. Riding on a camel seems like a good idea. Less likely to lose it. Wow, all of my stuff is really easy to find now. Like, the previous like 10 attempts I've done in this game have really oh, I see a thing over there. Yeah, and now I've got all my stuff back. Oh wow, that's amazing. There are secrets if you want to kind of go off the beaten path and discover. I found a bat. There's a well surrounded by bats. That was a cool thing. It started following me for some reason, and I assume that the different secrets unlock different notes that you can find. The notes appear to be written by your character as well, which is quite nice. And it really gives an insight into how your character is thinking, because if you lose your stuff and then go into the next day, you seem to find more notes because your character is thinking about, oh, my camel's wandered off, what am I gonna do? And eventually you fail the game. I have never completed the game, but this is actually looking good because I've got all my stuff. I just need to find my camel, and let's plonk one of these down. And this is the kind of going off into the blue, or the beige in this case. Oh, okay. Am I getting closer? It doesn't seem to be shaking all that much, the dragon trinket. No, I'm going in the wrong direction. And I've got to make sure that I don't run out of daylight, because if I lose my camel and it goes into night, I probably won't find it again. I have no idea if it sticks around or not. I have no clue. Okay. Oh, trinket shaped like a snake. Which way do I have to go? This way? This way seems like a good bet. Let's try this way. Okay, stick one here so I don't get lost. And use the other landmarks to save me from wasting all of my sticks too early. There we go. There's one there. I think the camels are very often found near this kind of weed stuff. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think I'm going in the right direction though. And that's the difficulty of not knowing where you are in relation to a lot of other things in like a bigger map perspective. And there's another game that you should definitely check out if this is the kind of thing that interests you, called Step, which is very similar. Yeah, I know, there seems to be a camel-shaped hole in front of my cart. Step is a game in which it's a lot trippier than this, and a lot more about finding secrets in the desert, and less about, you know, going to one specific place. You have to find keys, and then you go back to the place, and then it really tries to mess with you. And I think it's brilliant. And it's actually by one of the people who worked on this game, Takori. So I'm sure that there was some kind of cross-referencing and cross-pollination of ideas there. And it really is a great game. And I did a video on it, so you can go and watch my video if you like. I'm not going to blame you if you do. Don't, or do. One of the two. Do what you want. I'm not your mum. You can watch what you want. There's a mirage. And it's going off in that direction. I don't want to get lost though. Where's my bloody camel? It's always almost half the day. Yes! Oh, the shadow helped me find my camel. Now, I've got to follow my footsteps back because I didn't put down a stick thingy. I'm so glad I found you. You're my only friend out here. Give me a stick back. The general atmosphere of the game is really good. It really creates a sense of loneliness, and often when you are in more dire straits than I am right now, you've lost like a couple of trinkets, you're surviving on one thing and your camel and a cart. It often gets pretty desperate as time ticks down, if you even have the little cog thing that ticks down time. If you even have that, as it gets towards night, things can get pretty desperate, and it's very difficult to keep it together. And oh god, see, all of my stuff is gone now, so I'm probably going to die in the desert. Anything around here in the immediate vicinity? Seems not. Which isn't good. That's really bad, in fact. I like the kind of wibbly mirage effects as well. They're really cool. I found something! Yay! It's not what I want. I don't really care for that, but at least I've got something. Right. Yeah. I really wish I'd found more, what are they called? Little notes that you leave yourself. No, oh, there you are. Hey, how's it going? And there was a snake trinket over there. Oh, yes. You stay here. I'll go get the thing. You don't have opposable thumbs, so you can't really help me there, but whatever. Now I just need to find a compass. This is going way better than normal. It's probably because the camel isn't being quite as douchey as normal. I have literally no idea how to find the compass though. If I have to make do without it, then that's something that could possibly happen. I don't know how to get across the desert, because you're supposed to be going from east to west. I found it! Yay! Now, where is my thing? Where? Ah, okay, and yeah. Nice, okay. Wow, this is going so well. It does not normally go this well, everyone. If you play this game, do not expect to do this well the first 10 times you play it. It's a really lonely, desperate game, and it creates some really interesting tension when it gets the final few minutes. And I'm actually almost done with this, so I might see what happens at the very end. That'll be something. And my character hasn't written himself any notes. He's not going crazy anymore. And now all of my stuff will be lost. Somehow. In the desert. Normally you wake up to find a note that you've written yourself saying, "Oh balls. Something magical is going on here." And it seems that the magic is stealing all my stuff. It's a kleptomaniac desert. And I have really no idea how to get most of my stuff back. Oh, it's the bats! Oh yeah, these are the secret bats that I found. Hooray! Secret bats. Nice. And I don't think I'm going to find any of my trinkets out here. Let's go back. Hello. They normally start following you at some point. Hello. Do you want one of these? Is that what you want? Fine. Alright. Whatever. Do fine on my own. I don't need a bat companion. That wouldn't be cool or anything. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. There is a link down in the description to where you can grab this game. If you do, let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you have enjoyed my video, then please do give it a like. And if you want to discover more cool, free, weird, and interesting indie games, then subscribe for daily videos. And until next time, don't get lost in the desert.